So, we got Pump House's Canadian Cream Ale. According to Wikipedia, I didn't know this because the cream ales I've all tried, not branding themselves as Canadian cream ales, mind you. Cream ales I've tried have all been brown. So, Canadian cream ale is pale. Very pale. In fact, it uses rice and corn adjuncts, well, rice adjuncts to whiten it, which is what whitens white ale. And it's brewed, it's like got a heavier body to it. It's got a little maybe extra barley, or it's attenuated to be heavier. And, right, it's kind of a nasty kind of flavor going on. It's like an adjunct lager, but it's an adjunct ale with quite often lager yeast put in secondary as they lager it to mellow it out a little bit. So, this is a real style. It's an old school style from Canada. It's a real Canadian beer style. And so this is an authentic interpretation of that. And I think quality-wise, and the previous ones would probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of this one. It's a bit sweet. Of course, it's got that nice creamy head kind of mouthfeel, kind of a velvety texture on the way down. It's kind of got some stinky malt properties. It's kind of got like cheap pale lager, cheap pale beer smells going on here. Budget pale lager, old shoe aroma. Kind of like what Molson Canadian has turned into. We got Alberta Genuine Draft is a perfect example of that type of flavor, which is brewed by Big Rock, if you read the fine print. Brewhouse Prime. These are out west beers. You may not be familiar with them. That's another dirty-ass cheap pale lager. Kind of getting that, but this is a little bit smoother. It's a little richer. It's a little more candyified, if you want to. It's sweetened and richened up a little bit smoother, a little bit heavier. Of course, we got an ale yeast helping it out. Not quite as crisp. Well, it's definitely a learning experience for me. That's a style I did not know about. So, right, 5%, Moncton, New Brunswick, Pump House, Canadian Cream Ale. It's not a very high quality beer. It's not super low quality. It's I've never seen this style. I mean, in the stores that I've been going to, I haven't seen this, so I'll keep my eyes out for another one that might be, I don't know, $11 for 6. I mean, you get what you pay for a bit. It is lacing. The head performance on this was not as spectacular as in the Red Ale, the Fire Chief's Red Ale from Pump House. That was crazy. I have all kinds of chemical suspicions of what's going on there. This is a low-carb style head, but pretty fantastic lacing. It's almost just coating the side of the glass. But Pump House to me always tastes really cheap at first, and then it starts to grow on me a little bit by the time I'm done this sixer. So, yeah, a little bit of a slightly nasty bitter in the finish, but it's not all that bad. Like, I definitely wouldn't put it down there with Alberta Genuine Draft or anything like that, or Brewhouse Prime or Brewhouse or anything like that. It's definitely smoother, but there is that. And back to the white ale, I would definitely accuse them of throwing some rice in here. It's kind of got that view, it's kind of got that tint, we'll say. I've made white ale before. If you want to make a white ale, you just boil some rice, pulverize the shit out of it with a potato masher, blend it up, just turn it into as fine of a liquid paste as you possibly can, and add that to your brew. And that will whiten the shit out of it. And I use sweet rice because you want sweet when you're brewing, right? Get a little bit extra alcohol out of it. And sweet rice has a very nice, it's very white, and it's very kind of a clean tasting. and it worked like a damn. So that bitterness is the main thing I don't like about it. It does come off a bit budget, a bit mass produced, we'll say. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 11. You know, it's just a little bit below like the higher quality adjunct lagers maybe. Think of a good example here in a second. It's not as good as a steam whistle, Rolling Rock, or steam whistle. In my opinion. Alright. Pretty smooth though. Got kind of a nice texture, nice mouthfeel. Well, I'm out.